Alright, hello! Welcome to round 7 of Orange Crystal. We have cinnamonslice on Micaiah and rouxiferre on Ephraim. Ephraim usually is trying to get into his main promo, which reduced the deployment cost of all purple units by 1, making him more of an aggro playstyle, just trying to rush down with decent higher cost units earlier. While Micaiah is more of likely going for a slower, stallier, draw cards, and just slowly whittle down your opponent. And yeah.
I am kind of surprised that Cinnamon decided to play Micaiah. Granted, I think he's kind of just like loading decks on a whim at this rate, but
Yeah, I think both
if anything, I expected maybe Seliph, but
yeah, because both of these players are out as far as I know, but it's still interesting to see what they load up at this point because there's been a lot of weird choices.
Yeah.
I
definitely think that this match will. I mean, I feel like as far as any Micaiah match goes, that is usually decided on like whether or not Micaiah just like bricks and whatnot, in terms of like how many dodges that they get. So seeing that it's Micaiah versus purple, she can like just randomly get scammed.
But she is running
However,
Freyr
I
already
think,
so far, so
yeah,
she can reverse
so
scam.
Let's. Ooh, maybe no Freyr in hand. Okay, unfortunate. And Cinnamon is not dodging these attacks, which has me very concerned.
Yeah, because you need to dodge early as Micaiah because it sets up your retreat for growths and it lets you just, use your main promotion to draw cards. We also have Ephraim bonding their bridge, so they likely have main promo in hand. So, judging by this already, Micaiah's already on the back, like, very far back seat. Back foot.
I definitely agree. Either this is a sign that Micaiah... Usually this is a telling sign that Micaiah has no dodges, but on the off chance that Micaiah does have dodges, well, they're probably trolling. But
I mean, or it could just be like bridge and main promo and you don't want to dodge with them because then you have no promo and no bridge. Like, here you definitely should go after Roy, and they are. And it hits because goddamn are they lucky.
No. Roy does not get plus 10 on defense.
Yeah, Cinnamon's pointing that out.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, this is 50 versus 50. Roy is dead.
So yeah, I mean, if Micaiah can just scramble up and find all their dodges, I mean, that'll definitely play to their favor as the match progresses, and I think the rest of the match will be decided on what kind of counterattacks that Micaiah can play out. So
there's also
I
a pretty
don't know if there's
good chance they have a dodge now if Ephraim main promos because they have that orb, they have the draw, and they have the draw from CC. One of those is likely another Micaiah, whether that was this Micaiah or actual main promo. It could be, but chances are that this attack will be dodged just because statistically it should be. Also, because that encouragement.
I truly hope that this is dodge. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't think Micaiah will be able to get a draw next turn.
No.
And I think the interesting thing is that Micaiah has a tendency to run a lot of fairies and counterattacks in her deck, and usually it's pretty standard to run Plumeria to block a bunch of 5 costs, but that is not going to play to any sort of advantage in this matchup because Ephraim is kind of just a weird MC that can tend to get around Plumeria's.
I would agree, except we've already seen Freyr, who is not usually in Micaiah. So Freyr is already an adaptation, and rouxiferre is usually only Ephraim, so I wasn't expecting Plumeria, but there's the Plumeria anyway. So never mind.
Yeah, I think he recognizes that it's kind of a dead card in this matchup, so I think it's a good thing to bond it. I think a more important card that you're going to want to play around is Mirabilis, especially if... I mean, we've already seen a couple of Zephiels pass into the retreat, but that can easily be played next turn.
Yeah, we've seen 2, and if another one was to pop up, it would be terrifying.
Yeah, and I think Zephiel is definitely a game-deciding card. For Ephraim specifically, because Ephraim can easily run out of gas in some amount of ways, because he's just deploying cards super quickly, but he doesn't have the resources to make it back up. But Zephiel is something that's going to be like a huge deploy that can destroy Mickey in the fact that Micaiah tends to stock up on evades. So hopefully cinnamonslice can get the Mirabilis out pretty soon.
if they're running it, because I think there's only real 3 spots for colorless cards in Micaiah, and if you're running Plumeria and Freyr and Peony, I don't think there's another good choice, like space-wise, for them to, unless they cut something, which would be not ideal in the most cases. Also, not really mattering, because right now they're just going to get beat up by Manicheets.
So yeah, I think this is a pretty fine play on the Ephraim player's part. I mean, at the end of the day, everything is really just a test of how many dodges that Micaiah really has. And if she has the dodges, then I imagine that maybe a turn 4 Jill would be, like, a turn 4 Jill would be amazing.
Turn 4 Jill is the only thing that might keep you in the game.
Yeah, I definitely agree, but we will have to see what's up with this swing here.
And it seems like they don't realize Garrick buffs himself. Oh, no, there it goes. So yeah, we have Ephraim, which is always going to hit no matter what. 180 attack and then 270s. Chances are Micaiah's getting hit 4 times, which is rough.
Yeah. It really comes down to whether or not some of the Keats self, but that's kind of a big ask with the fact that Micaiah herself tends to
self more than the Manicheets.
A lot, just like this, so...
Yeah. And do they have another dodge to keep their hand low? No. That means their hand is going to be, at worst case, 5. Best case 5, I mean. Oh, there is a Moralibus.
So that definitely works. Yeah, I definitely think that he tends to run all 3.
Oh, weird, yeah.
Those texts, but the... maybe the ratios might be a little off, but
yeah, that
I don't
means
know.
Something
I probably helped him build it, so that's probably why. So
yeah, fair enough. Oh, do they take this one though? They did get a dodge in that last orb.
That's good. That's definitely really good. It keeps cinnamonslice in the game, prevents Ephraim from getting a draw, because Ephraim needs as many draws as he can possibly get. So
yeah. I mean, considering his hand is almost the same as Mickey's right now, it's not the worst, but Mickey's now going to start drawing cards though. As long as she has a 4 cost or lower.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens, because finding some sort of response to this is going to be a little bit difficult. And I think the awkward part is that if only Kurth Naga gets deployed next turn and Micaiah happens to self on the Garrick attack, Cinnamon Slice is in an extremely horrible spot. But hopefully there's a Jill CC lined up. That would be extremely helpful.
Yeah, Jill and Kurth are your only real good options here. Just because even if you were to deploy Soren, he's not hitting consistently, and his stopping draw skill is, well, not really effective in this situation. Unless you have another Soren to pitch to spin the Garrick, it's
I definitely agree.
Not a good spot.
Uh-huh.
But let's see. They're not even bonding yet, so they're thinking.
Yeah, this is definitely not a good situation to be in, so I would...
Yeah. But this usually can make... I can assume that they don't have the Jill then. Because if you're in this spot and you see the Jill, you're popping it down, because 280 swings is usually good.
Well, that's possible, but I think maybe the bond decision itself takes a little bit of time to begin with.
They might have to bond to Micaiah or bond to, like, a good turn 4. I think that's what they might be thinking of.
Has Kurth Naga been milled? Hold on, let me
No.
check the chat.
No, I haven't.
Kurth Naga hasn't been milled. Okay, well...
Not for anything that I remember, so...
Help, so... Well, let me check the chat logs.
I'm scrolling.
I actually don't think that he's been milled.
I don't see a Kurth.
No.
No, I do. I see a Kurth. There was one.
Yeah. That was from...
Resolve to Service General. Yeah. So it didn't happen on a support. But...
As far as I'm concerned, I know Cinnamon is also kind of sick right now, so that's definitely not going to help in the physical well-being of actually playing a Cipher set too, because it's a real factor.
Apparently the game crashed.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yes, it did. You're right.
Ain't no way.
Hold on. Sorry about that. That was my friend.
Okay.
Let me tell him.
I had no idea who that was. I'm like, I don't recognize this voice.
No, I instantly knew from the join. The join soundboard, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel really bad, but it had to be done.
Well, there we go. So they're back in the game. So now we just need you. And we're good to go.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, so they bonded Moralibus. Okay.
Okay. I feel like that's a little concerning. I can't say what's in the rest of his hand, but I would also be terrified of Zephiels right now.
Yeah.
But I think maybe he counted the amount of Zephiels in retreat too, because I know at least one has been milled. Maybe two. I think maybe two have been milled. I'd have to check the logs again, but I kind of don't want to do that, so.
Alright, so yeah, bonding Moralibus. I also don't like that. Same idea. It also can just cycle through the rest of the Plumerias, make them so that you don't have to bond Plumeria every time you see her, and you can just use her to ditch something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really depends on what else he actually has in hand, which, I mean, we'll never really know, but...
Yeah. Well, he got some deploys, so let's see what they are. So we did have Jill.
Thank God.
There we go.
That is a very solid play. I think it would be more helpful if he was able to deploy the Mirabilis on top of the fact that it would technically lower his hand size.
Yep.
So he would be able to get the most off of
the Jill Micaiah interaction.
Well, the Jill Micaiah interaction, and then Micaiah growthing herself.
Yeah.
So that Micaiah's skill 2 would actually proc off of both interactions, because here it doesn't.
Yeah, because every time she's growth, if her hand is 4 or less, she can draw. So she can draw with her own skill, and then Jill on hit has a growth skill. So since Micaiah's draw isn't once per turn, you can draw twice. Reason why you can't do it now is at 4. Micaiah's draw will put her at 5, and then she has too many cards for when Jill hits. In these cases, you obviously want to use Micaiah's growth instead of Jill's because of the plus 30 attack. But...
So if he might be stocking up on evades, that also might be my concern. I think if he had enough dodges, it might have been a better idea to at least bond one and then play Mira and then be able to pick it back up.
Yeah.
But maybe the rest of his hand is something like more Jill or Soren even.
The Soren is not helpful at all in this matchup.
Yeah, it's not extremely helpful until you start hitting, but...
Yeah. And even then, sometimes when you're hitting, they're already too low in hand for it to matter. Like, just depending on how aggressive the cards line up for Ephraim.
Because Ephraim just doesn't draw cards at all.
He relies on Erica to draw his cards, which works.
Well, assuming they're running B20... Or you mean the on-hit? Or
the on-hit and 22.
Well, 22... I don't think 22 is often ran in Ephraim. I think, if anything, people tend to run the TS.
True.
Yeah, the on-hit is also never going to be super reliable. But if it works, it works.
Yeah. I mean, it at least encourages them to dodge early, which usually is a pain. Micaiah doesn't care because she was already planning on doing it. But usually just the threat of your opponent getting something is...
I do not agree.
What?
that swing order at all.
Yeah,
I
same.
think Micaiah should definitely have swung at Garrick first to remove the field buff.
Yep.
And then the other two swing at the rest of the board. But, I mean,
Yeah. It
this
should.
kind of goes to show that you get punished for some of the decisions that you make. So
Yeah.
hopefully they 10. Okay, well, to add insult to injury, that's a 30. So
Yeah, so this would have hit if Micaiah hit Garrick. Oh, you got the crit? Okay, that at least means the Jill is back online for the draw. But you generally always want to go for the Garrick first when you have something like Micaiah, just because that is enough attack to usually kill it. And if you have the Kurth crit, you should still go for Garrick anyway, because that removes the buff, so that Jill is more likely to hit. Oh.
Again, you're being... Okay, well, never punished, I guess.
But... Yeah, I mean, this still works. Are they going to notice and do Jill growth skill?
I have seen him do it before, so I'm in good faith that Jill will grow, but...
Yep, there's the tap.
There we go. So there we go. Cinnamon Slice is able to draw 1, which is good.
Yep.
But
got the double draw this turn because the Kurth crit. Not the ideal way of doing it, but yeah, it can work.
I wouldn't use the flyer here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, luckily everything worked out.
It worked out, but there was just a cleaner, smoother way of doing that. Because also, if you did the Micaiah swing first, technically, if you wanted, you had the option of Micaiah retreating. But it wasn't done here.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. He almost got really, really hard punished for 2 of those swings. But
all right, are they going to heal a Micaiah or heal a Jill? Micaiah. All right.
Micaiah, that makes sense. I feel like looking at his bonds, I'm going to assume that there's another Jill 5 in hand.
Yep. The biggest threat to Cinnamon Slice is if they were to have a Zephiel and any cost 1. Because just deploying Zephiel right now would be a big enough threat just because there's likely 2 to 3 Micaiahs in Cinnamon's hand. And since they just got rid of the Moralibus, if they had deployed the Moralibus, Kurth didn't need to crit. And then all of this would have been better, and they just have an extra Kurth in hand. And a Moralibus on board to protect them a little bit.
Yeah, though theoretically the protection would kind of be limited.
It wouldn't actually matter because it would only go at 5. But then you could also not Kurth heal to stay below the Zephiel limit, rip limit. Depending on what your hand is, you do different orderings or slightly different choices like that.
But I think I have seen it, at least a couple Zephiels being milled, as I said before. So
we've seen
maybe
2
there's
go.
a chance that they don't have it.
Heath. Faye. Zephiel.
Oh, Zephiel. All right, well.
Yep, cost 1 in Zephiel. Exactly as I said.
So yeah, I think Cinnamon loses here off of this.
If it hits Micaiah.
Definitely gets punished. So.
All right. Jill. Okay. Still find 1. Still clear something. It's just not as good. What's the second buff did they do? Because so far there has been no Zephiel buffs done, technically.
There's been 1.
Only on Zephiel himself, not on either of the other units. And they technically should have made that choice.
Yeah, they need to make that choice first.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Faye.
Zephiel buffs. Okay, wait, I'm just confused. So are they doing Zephiel plus 30? Or...
Yeah, so I think they might have just actually thought he only did flip 1 plus 10 for 1 unit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, but such as reading comprehension, I suppose. But
It happens. No, keep. Yeah, there they go. There you go.
so I definitely think it should be
Yeah.
+2 to fa.
Yeah, fa. But it's Ephraim. They chose one W
Buffing
each.
Ephraim. All right. Yeah. No, I don't agree with that. Because Ephraim already buffs himself. Like
Yeah, Ephraim was
his
already
swing is
swinging
gonna
his
hit.
90. This attack perfectly fine. It's not ideal, but if you think that they can't really Jirth next turn, so it's all right to do this. It's just not as good in my opinion. They don't need to Keat here because they can still Zephyl next turn if they were to have another one.
Okay.
But the chances of that is low.
But yeah, I mean,
Karth dying?
it really depends on how much pressure these swings are able to put, because realistically, the Ephraim is on 1 card in hand, so Micaiah is definitely going to be able to stabilize a lot better, seeing as Ephraim isn't going to have as many deploys. But I guess he preemptively took Orb. Maybe he really just has no dodges, so it takes anyway. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's very telling that he has no dodges.
Yeah. It's just, if there's something like Zephyl in Bonds, or in Ephraim's orbs, when they actually start clearing Ephraim, it can always just bite them in the ass. Or
Which is
Elliewood, or a few other things that can just pop up and then just screw over Micaiah's day. But,
so yeah, I mean, this all comes back to the fact
Moralibus.
that Moralibus got bonded.
Yeah. Because Micaiah here is obviously going to try and kill Zephyl. Whatever they deploy is going to try and kill Faye. And it's just going to try and continue playing the slower game.
Yeah.
Because drawing a card for free is just so nice. Alright. Come on, Cinnamon. It's kill the big scary man with a sword. Freyr.
Rare.
That would make sense at this point.
Jill. Okay.
Yep, Micaiah growth to draw 1. Into another Kurth.
Have we seen Tiki 5?
Yes, Tiki 5 was
Okay,
supported
good.
last turn.
Okay, yeah, I had scrolled up and saw it.
Yep.
I got that iPad baby brain short-term memory.
Alright. So Micaiah is able to kill Zephyl. You should let Zephyl die here, even if you have another Zephyl in hand. Just because you can bond, deploy the other Zephyl, and then blow shit up. But Kurth also can't use his heal here, so he's not nearly as good. He's just an 80 beat stick. Yeah.
So I definitely think that Cinnamon here has to, well, we at least hope that either his orb or the draw was a dodge, because I know for a fact, well, it is very likely that he has none as it stands, so.
He might technically have one, because usually you want to play around 4 or 5 cards starting your turn. So it was perfectly fine to take that orb that they accidentally took, even if they had a dodge left.
Move Kurth back. Okay. I mean,
what did you teach this man?
Why did he draw?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I-
Shuffle. Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, I mean, I like from a theoretical standpoint, I guess it makes sense because of the fact that like Ephraim realistically doesn't have range that much.
But if
But
you were
even
doing
so, it should still be in the front.
if you were also doing something like this, you can get Kurth or Jill to attack Zephiel, and then if they hit, you can get Micaiah to tap move back, which is a better play. Micaiah usually just wants to be the attacker because big number. But Kurth or Jill swinging first into Zephiel is perfectly fine if you're doing something like this.
If Micaiah gets ripped over.
No,
Sorry, keep going.
Because both of these guys are swinging face. If they hit, if I would say if Zephiel hits anything, it was over. And that I would say is your next best turn 6 play after Yune.
Going
Roxy,
field.
yeah, you should be clearing face. You just ripped a card out of their hand. You could hit them too. They might just lose. You don't think they have dodges.
I don't really think they have the capacity to even go board right now.
Oh, they did have a dodge. That is a shame. But it's not.
I
even the
think
worst.
in a way, the backline Kurth like sort of worked. As fucked up as it is,
The backline Kurth
it, like, kind of worked.
because it just didn't die and it didn't get that Lilina emblem active.
but I think the fact that it's there and Tiki got ripped means that Tiki gets to be picked back up, which I think now that you're full of face down bonds is very necessary. So I
Yeah.
really hope that he picks the Tiki back up. I don't think Kurth should be sitting in the back forever.
Yeah.
That was like a really weird play, but I think it like kind of worked out because Ephraim just doesn't have range. But man, this is
I
very
don't like
great.
it in any scenario. But yeah, Tiki or Yune is usually your best place here.
Plumeria, useless card.
Do they know
Sorin.
it's useless?
I think he does. I think they're just playing it for the sake of playing something, but yeah. Interesting. Okay.
All right. Yep, as usual, Micaiah hits. The issue now is you just have two 60s that can swing face, and technically speaking, if both of them hit, you could just fire up the Ephraim, which is always going to be a risk now for the rest of the game, so I hope you have the survivability.
I think here the right play would be
Past turn
pick
almost.
something up like something like Tiki.
Yeah.
Tap move the Kurthnaga up, and you probably want to swing with both units so you can reset or get your deck close to reset, so that when the Kurth is swung at, deck reset happens, and then Kurth actually ends up in retreat.
Yeah.
So that when you do get a Jill,
I would also almost
There.
suggest not attacking as well this turn, though, because if they only have one card in hand, no face-up bonds, they can only swing
yeah, they
with.
can't deploy anything.
Yeah, it's only an Ephraim hit. So if you have the survivability to survive this one attack, which you do, you're at one orb, you can pass here technically. I wouldn't suggest it with Micaiah in the front line, but there is only one attack from a 70 Ephraim happening. So let's see, is there... No,
Pick up Jill. Okay, well,
That's
I
bad.
actually
you don't have the bond
I
capacity
kind of
for
don't
it.
like that.
You just straight up don't have the bond capacity for it. Technically, it's
Definitely
an on-hit draw one with Micaiah, but that's not
with the
even
deck
consistent.
reset that's about to happen.
Yeah.
I can't say I agree with that. I definitely think that he should have picked something up like Tiki. And Kurth is still sitting in the back.
Yep.
Um,
And this is just going to be a draw
mean-
swing face
luckily,
into self,
luckily his
into
deck doesn't
Lilina.
reset.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So Cinnamon Slice is going to have to time this next move correctly, because if he doesn't Kurth before his deck resets, that's not necessarily optimal.
Yeah. Also, being a Lilina emblem is probably one of the worst supports to have here, just because for Cinnamon Slice, just because you needed the cards in hand just to be able to shuffle things. We know there's a Jill. Jill isn't helpful that much this turn. Well, it's all right, but like it's Jill. She's not helping too much nowadays. Jill's expensive. You can't.
I think Jill to some extent is like just okay. I just still don't agree with the fact that Kurth is in the back, but Kurth definitely needs to move up this turn. I think.
Yep.
again, in its own twisted way, it helps that he's in the back because Cinnamon Slice can keep healing, but at the same time, like this 60 is like the stat line isn't very helping.
You can't survive with flip 1, heal 1 every turn. Your opponent will have 2 cards and they can bond deploy something. Yeah, you're bonding something, flipping 1, getting a Micaiah, so you'll slowly should get a Micaiah, or...
I think this turn would be a good turn to rearrange your board.
We know. You've been saying that for a while.
No. Not just moving Kurth up. I mean moving Micaiah back as well.
Well, that's what I said when the Kurth would eventually move back, is if they had swung with Kurth or Jill into Zephyl and it hit, then they didn't really need to get into this scenario in the first place. In my opinion, but...
Yeah, Bond Jill... I wonder if they'll deploy Jill.
Yeah. Because that means they flipped 1 for nothing.
But I really hope that Cinnamon Slice is paying close enough attention to his deck size so that he knows to Kurth heal before growing with Mickey.
Or that he knows to...
Stefan, that's insane.
That's also terrible synergy right now. Stefan has to swing, which resets deck before you can Mickey grow.
No, bro.
But he hit the Mickey. He hit the Mickey.
Hitting the Mickey is cool and all, but you didn't fucking heal with Kurth, dude. Oh my god. Alright, well. No, yeah, so you can't even grow with the Mickey 3-2.
No, yeah, it has to be the 5 cost.
So yeah, this goes to show that he wasn't paying attention to his deck size. At all. Like, he lucked out, but man, that was very frustrating.
Yeah. He lucked out because you still get that Micaiah, so you can still growth, you can still do stuff. It's just you can't Kurth heal a Micaiah, which is,
Shit, I mean, at least Stefan got played. Stefan is cool.
I mean, Alencia is also Stefan.
Nah, Stefan is cooler.
Yay!
But Alencia is a 30 support and untaps on growth, so like the exact same card.
Stefan is cooler. So.
Okay.
I would swing. Now would be a good time to run away. You're not living with 2 cards in hand, and Ephraim having enough bonds to basically drop everything in his hand. So
I mean, look, you swing 3 times and you hope they have 0 dodges. It'll also mean Soren is active, and they do miss a draw for that. There's no reason not to try and hit them another time.
Right now,
yeah.
I wonder.
Micaiah should technically run, but there's no reason, at least for Soren, to not swing. Like, I would actually get all of these units to swing to set retreat for Kurth anyway. But my order would be Plumeria, Soren, Kurth maybe up, Micaiah maybe back.
I agree with that.
You want to do the attacks first in case you get a Jill 1 support on the Soren or the Plumeria, just because that means Kurth or Micaiah can also attack. Depending on if you want the hit or not. Come on, Soren. That is a Kurth move. Okay. That is a Micaiah move. Now you're doing the Soren swing. Okay, it didn't matter because it wasn't a Jill 1, but the chance was there.
But I will say, at least Kurth kind of sits for 80, which is cool. I mean, granted, it still gets cleared by Ephraim as long as something is played, but...
And they're flipping 1 to get another Jill. So...
That's the only thing you can pick up. So.
I know. I just don't like it when you're bonding a Jill to flip 1, heal a Jill. You could just not do that, and then you'd have 2 face-up bonds.
I think this is a at least a somewhat decent opportunity considering the fact that
Yep.
at least Ephraim is gonna start deploying shit again. Oh,
Oh, hey, that has an Omni pull,
that's
doesn't it?
not great.
Yep. Choose one
Yeah.
enemy. Move them.
Well, if Cinnamon has one dodge, he's good, and I think that he should actually aim to end the game.
Yes, Cinnamon should be
But-
now trying to aim. Oh, especially with that.
Wait, he's so back. That's crazy.
Yeah. If they had done the
I
opposite
wonder if
ordering,
he still commits.
you shouldn't, but you are.
Okay, but he did. Or but they did, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I honestly think that the game is over.
I
Like,
do
as
too.
long as he doesn't fuck up this Stefan timing, like.
No,
I
there's a
think-
Micaiah 3-2 in retreat.
Yeah, but like. Never mind.
Like, you'd have to really fuck it up. I know what you're meaning. Like, if he Micaiah growths, then...
Like if he Micaiah growths first, yeah, which he didn't do, but if he turns off his brain.
Oh, I didn't realize
And he
Stefan
can-
was not once per turn. So technically,
Yeah,
if they
it's
were to
not.
deploy the Jill, they can get the Jill to swing Erica, kill it to get Stefan to swing again.
Okay, the interesting part is like, technically, Stefan can like swing at Erica, and force either the Erica to get killed or take an orb. Like dodging with an Erica isn't an option.
Yeah.
I'd fly Micaiah back.
Yeah, fly Micaiah. Fly Micaiah. I kind of...
All right, well,
No flying emblem. Okay.
no fly. All right.
But yeah, Runk should have went face because they just need to hit that encouragement emblem, really.
Ain't no way Stefan is actually out for more than one turn.
No,
I love seeing him get played, though.
Is Stefan actually going to be swinging 3 times? Are they
I
going to
don't
swing
think
with
so.
Jill?
I think you just swing face, but because you run the risk of there being a
I know.
Erica dodge.
Yeah,
And
but
then
you
plenty
run...
of-
Yeah, I know. It's just... If there is no Erica dodge, you can kill it and then still get the Stefan hit on Ephraim, which would be the dodge that just happened there. It's a high risk, high reward. 80? That's not guaranteed. Oh, deck reset.
I wonder if he has the Soren crit though.
That is living. 3, 2... There's the Storm crit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's the Ephraim dodge.
I wonder if he has the Plumeria crit. Oh my
He
god.
does.
Okay, so like Ephraim is 100% dead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that game was really
Frere Peony, yeah.
weird. That game was so weird.
Oh, 2 Erica dodges, yeah.
I think the closing turn was pretty well played, except for the fact that Micaiah definitely should have been flown back.
Yeah, Micaiah should have been flown back earlier, and Zephiel needed to hit better rips.
Yeah, hopefully he can learn from his mistakes and play around Miraculous. So,
I mean, if your opponent can't hit your MC, Moralibus ain't doing anything, so just be lucky, you know?
yeah. At least no one here is actively choosing to go second. So I think the last time I commentated a set, someone chose to go second.
Yeah. I mean, last time you commented was Alexian versus someone? I don't know. Because that was when you were swearing about
Yeah.
yellow things.
I haven't commentated on many sets. I think that's actually the only one that I've commentated on.
It's the only one you've commentated on with me, I can tell you that.
But yeah, no, generally speaking, in this tournament, I have seen people choosing to go second on multiple occasions. Oh, I know why. Because one of my opponents, one of my opponents that I played against chose to go second. That's why. Wait, he bonded Mira.
Yep, he does not think Mira is useful.
Dog, I looked away, bro. Oh my.
Man has not read that card and actually thought about it.
I know he's seen this card before. He's seen this card before. I know it. I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he's sick, so...
Just because he's seen the card doesn't mean that he's processed why it's good.
I mean, if you're sick, it's harder to process a lot of stuff. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but even so. And going into this tourney, he did not play Cipher at all.
Well, he played in the Amas. Like he's technically played.
Yeah, no, he's played in tournaments, but like he didn't practice in between tournaments or like play friendlies at all. So
that's fair. All right, we got a bridge.
Change.
Do we have
Ephraim is really lacking some early pressure right now, but
yeah,
it all really comes down to turn 4 anyway.
Yeah, when he gets 4 bonds, he didn't hit the keep this game, so it is a bit slower. It doesn't really matter because you're only hitting them once, so 80 into 80. All right. Into 80 again. So, yep, a dodge. So Cinnamon is ready to main promo and start profiting from it.
Definitely a better start for Cinnamon this game.
Yeah, I mean, they have yet to be hit, and they have hit once already, so as long as they actually have a main promo to go into, they're fine, but considering they've been dodging with Shine Micaiah, it should be fine. Unless their entire hand just somehow got brooked up with Micaiah and they have to bond one. Okay.
Main promo, yep, that makes sense.
Yep. Alright. Normal Micaiah, growth, and then punch. Also, we haven't... No Hero Emblem has actually been hit on offense, which is a shame, but I actually only think there's 4. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, yeah, there's just the Encouragement Emblem. They're not running anything else. They're not running, any of the Hero Ericas. Alright.
Garrick and...
Do they have a Roy 1 or Keat? That's a Keat.
They do.
And immediately tempoing out the other Keat, I'm assuming? Or
I don't think the other key got milled. Yeah.
I could have sworn there was at least a Roy, which would get +10. But,
yeah, I think he should, or they should definitely be playing Roy.
this one, actually no, because yeah, class change doesn't
No,
make
this
sense.
card-
Yeah, no.
This Erica's vanilla.
Well, I was thinking you could class change the Erica.
Well, yes, you can, and like
But there's
technically
no
that
point.
gets you a draw, but there's no point because it'll be cleared and it's the same cost and such and such.
And they're critting
well,
with it.
I guess a crit works.
Yeah, I mean... And they're taking an orb? I mean, sure, but I'm surprised you bonded a Micaiah if you're taking an orb.
They might have more dodges, and I think if they do have more dodges, it would be fine to take an orb in the fact that that Erica swing.
Oh, there's
have
another
any
Erica
hit
crit
support,
in hand.
So, yo, the Freyr. Is there another one? Is there another one?
No.
Unfortunate. It's okay. One is good enough.
Yeah. One is all you need, usually. Oh, that still hits because Ephraim. And the hand goes to 6.
But surely Micaiah has a dodge for this.
That'd be a hit. Yeah. So they dodged every other one. So they were always keeping their hand around 5 or 6. Whether that was on purpose or it was just every orb was a Micaiah, I don't know.
I think to me that like kind of makes sense considering the fact that there are quite a few on-hit emblems, like Lolina's and Erica's. So I think being a little bit wary of those.
Also, if you start your hand,
a little understandable.
If you start your turn at 5 or 6, it's still doable to drop your hand fast enough, depending on what's in it. Because like as soon as they deploy anything, their hand will be at 4, and then they're golden. Okay, killing Keat. That's all right.
What else gets played here?
What else are you doing? You got now 3 deployment.
I'm begging you, please play Mira. No.
There's a deployless turn. The only reason why you would ever want to do this is if you're planning on unaying a lot of things next turn. Because you're betting all of this on Micaiah killing Garrick. Does Garrick dodge? No.
No.
You're saved. If Garrick dodged there, you were screwed.
But this could be... Maybe it's a telling sign that there's lots of Micaiah. But I wonder if he knows that this plum isn't saving him from Zephiel.
Yeah. If they're as I said earlier, when they bonded the Micaiah originally, if their entire hand was just bricked up by Micaiah.
Yeah.
Hell, I would say even bonding the Freyr might not have been a good idea because you can at least flip one Freyr, lock Ephraim, because he was buffed by Garrick at the time.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, the Keat went off. I think it was a fair, decent play. Yeah, you can.
Do we have Zephiel?
I'm gonna assume that Zephiel's being played. So.
Yep. All right.
Dang.
Oh, he drew on accident?
Yeah, he drew on accident.
Yeah.
Happens to everyone. All right, so we have a 60 base Erica again. So everything should hit generally. Erica's the only questionable one, and that's a Kurthnaga from hand.
Earth gets ripped.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's like not the worst if there's a Jill in hand.
Yeah. But do you think if there was a Jill in hand last turn, they would have deployed it because they're at 5 bonds?
I have like not been paying attention as much as last game, so I think
Well,
I don't think Kurth even got milled, so
yeah, fair.
it's probably why Jill didn't get played.
It's
and
just
I think
only
the fact
deploying
that-
Plumeria on your turn is suspect.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Okay.
if that's the reason why he didn't play Jill, then he should have just played Kurth instead.
Yeah.
And pick something up, but let me check the chat logs. Because I actually don't think Kurth got milled,
I don't know.
but I actually have to look. I mean, that's what I get for not paying as much attention as I could be, but
It's fine. It happens.
yeah, no, I don't think Kurth got milled until now.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess that could.
But
limit you,
I mean, that still doesn't disregard the fact that like
just
he should have played Kurth.
yeah. The only reason why you would ever deploy Plumeria is if you think it protects you, and yeah, it doesn't.
I think maybe there's a fear of Kurth missing his swing or something, but
I guess, yeah, because it's only 60, and there was Garrick on the board, but you just kill the Garrick, and then Kurth goes against whatever, a 70 versus 60, and you win. Because you're the 10 buff from Micaiah being around. Like,
yeah.
Kurth would hit
like,
consistently.
yeah, like on paper it should. I think maybe he was just scared of what happened last game.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I can't read his mind, so.
Alright, we got another turn of Cinnamon thinking. I mean, generally speaking, you need to just kill the Zephyr at all costs, and then after that, it doesn't matter nearly as much. But hand-wise, I don't know what you'd be thinking about, honestly. It's you're Micaiah, you have all your bonds face up. Pretty much the only contention would be Yune versus, like, Jill. Just because that's the best play whenever you have a fuck ton of bonds. Peony, okay.
Peony, okay.
That one's free.
What if he just had all Kurth in his hand? Like,
Oh,
what if?
I guess. Yeah, I guess that is something that could happen. That's unfortunate as all hell, but
I mean, I feel like that contributes even more to an argument that, like, he should have played Kurth, but...
yeah. Well, I think we both just agree that Plumeria was the worst play. The only reason why
Yeah.
it's decent is if you think it blocks Zephyr, but it doesn't. So that means it's just a bad play. Buffing Micaiah.
Okay, technically it works.
It worked out, but you shouldn't normally need to do that, man. All right, Plumeria, you should swing first, but you're not. See, Plumeria would have hit this. Then you could have saved Kurth attack for anything else. Because this attack, if Plumeria does swing, can't hit ever, so you might as well have used it when it had a shot.
Wait.
He's not Kurth healing.
End phase. Wait. End phase?
He's
what
not
the
heal-
fuck, dude?
He's not Kirk
Kirk
healing.
has skills.
If there's another Zephyr,
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. He just cleared board, and then passed. He didn't use Kirk heal. He didn't heal a Jill.
Wait, no way.
He didn't heal a Micaiah. Nothing.
Nah, he's terrified. This type of shit always happens when he's terrified.
Oh, like mistakes?
Oh yeah, like big mistakes.
Oh. That just makes you more terrified.
Yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but I can tell when this kind of stuff happens and like why, because I've seen this happen on multiple occasions, especially on like game 2 and 3 occasions.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, he's up 1-0, so it's not like it's desperate, but yeah.
yeah,
If this is an
But
encouragement, I feel like
that
no
was a
hero.
little bit of a joke. Hero, okay.
I mean, it was just a Lilina into killing Karth, so it wasn't the worst like punishment towards you.
There, yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
We know.
There it is.
Yeah. Cinnamon, we know. You're
Yeah,
getting roasted in the
He
comments.
definitely, he has very good self-awareness,
Yeah, yeah.
but even so, that was very bad.
I mean, so far no one has given me a comment saying we're too mean to anyone. So, got that going for us. Actually, okay, yeah. As far as I can remember.
I wonder if the rest of Ephraim's hand is just dodges.
Wow.
I mean, it could be anything because if you had a TS Erica, I would still say Lilina was the better choice there. So, because you can't deploy both, so Lilina is
Yeah.
a fine option because it takes care of the Kurth and gives 2 swings. Like
Kind of.
it got rid of a dodge
I
and
think
made them
I
take
think
it
it
off.
I think it could go either or, but
I
I
just
think the earlier you get TS out, the better, because
Yeah.
technically it stays.
and
So
oh yeah, I guess because you can just take orbs for it. Yeah, I always
Yeah.
just think of its immunity skill, and I'm like, nah, technically no, but yeah, okay, yeah. It's just Lilina also cleans up Kurth, which is I think the main goal that they were going for. Clean up Kurth and deal additional pressure.
mm-hmm.
And that's why I think Lilina was the better one. Especially because Cinnamon's now at 6 cards in hand, and most of their fodder things that they use to lower their hand is on the board, meaning Plumeria and Peony to a degree, but unless they also got Moralibus or Freyr in hand as well, they might not be drawing this turn. Unless they go with the Plumeria crit. Another Kurthnaga.
His hand is actually just all Kurth. That's crazy.
Oh. This is how I lost to Haku one game. My hand just was all Kurthnagas.
Oh my god.
Or like, my orbs were 3 Kurthnagas and my hand was 1 at the start. And I'm just like, oh, well, I can just keep swinging and it'll eventually show up. It never showed up. Because I kept just deploying Jills. Alright.
Okay, now he's
Now we got the
using
Kurth heal.
now he's using Kurth.
What's he healing? Jill.
Jill. I would just be concerned about
How many
the
dodges you got,
dwindling
man?
retreat size,
I'm
because the retreat is getting low.
yeah, I'm more just
Or
concerned.
sorry, not retreat, deck.
Yeah, I'm just concerned at how much Micaiah dodges you have. Because you're at 0 orbs, and I don't think you have too many.
Uh-huh. I would probably, tap
Yeah.
move that up. That's not useful.
Okay,
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Getting rid of Lena.
If TS Erica gets dropped, it's probably over.
Yes. Bond 1, deploy it, pull, swing. But you just need to... Also, if you had any way to mill down to 0 so the deck resets, and you can kill the Kurth at the same time, that's also a super good spot to be in.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Kurth's dead, their only way of doing more is, well... but no Kurth go.
Oh, his hand is like Ephraim. It's just Ephraim.
But, hey, it worked in this case. Kurth was 70 and the 10 support worked. But yeah, this means Jill's going to just come down and heal up the Kurth again. Cinnamon's hand is a bit too big to draw with Micaiah, though, but shouldn't matter for a little while at least.
Mm-hmm. He just needs to ensure that he actually Kurth heals.
Yep. And pray that Zephiel doesn't show up. Because, like, if there's a Zephiel in Ephraim's hand, I wouldn't have deployed it this turn and save it for next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. Ugh.
Come on, it's like... What time is it for you? Like...
Me?
Noonish?
It's 4 p.m.
Okay, yeah. I heard you yawn, and I'm like, you shouldn't be tired.
I feel like I'm always just tired. I don't know if I'm sleeping properly or not, but...
Yeah, fair enough. Very different from where you used to be, so... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I wish I... Well, I wouldn't say I'm always tired, but I feel like I could be tired at any point
Yeah.
of the day. Soren...
Okay. You can no longer deploy Jill. You can no longer Kurth to heal for a Micaiah dodge.
And you can't lower your hand size.
And you can't growth Micaiah for the draw either. I don't know what he's cooking. I don't know what his idea is.
I wonder if he's just gonna hit face twice.
I wonder if he just... How many Sorens do you think is in his hand?
Well, I mean, Soren can technically... Oh, Soren can just be buffed to hit with Guinea, but...
Then that's probably what's going to happen. It's just... I feel like his hand might have just bricked up with Sorens.
Could be. Well, I mean, he bonded one. Dodge?
Why are you dodging?
I'm not sure that I would swing anymore. I'd probably at least take one of the orbs.
Yeah, as long as you should have taken that orb, just so that you get a card.
Dodge with both. Okay, so his hand being both Ephraim.
Yeah, but so the reason why you want to take cards there is just so you have the options. Orbs there is just so you have the options of whatever was in the orbs, and Soren only stops you from drawing if your hand is 4 or more. So as long as you start your turn at 3, you're golden.
So I definitely don't agree with that play. And I definitely think leaving Plumeria as the only unit in the front is very weird.
Well, that's fine.
Granted, you could just dodge with it, but...
Yeah, leaving Plumeria in the front is fine.
The reset was not proper.
rouxiferre has not done any of the proper resets either. Yeah, leaving Plumeria in the front is fine as long as you have dodges for it. It means nothing because the only way they're getting out of it really is Erica pull, and at that point you have bigger issues anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this next card in hand is also just Ephraim, so I have no deploys.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll take
playing Jill now. Playing Jill now is crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know why the Jill didn't come down last turn, but... And no... Okay, I think no Soren buff is fine, because if you just swing with everything here, you do what you can to mill.
Also, they can even have Soren crit, and they're trying to drop their hand.
Yeah, so I think this is fine.
Take the orb. Rocks. Yeah, there you go. Oops.
But I wonder, what if he just crit aligns? What if he does actually just
I
crit
mean,
align?
they're not growthing. Okay, they. Oh yeah, that's.
I would not swing with Jill yet.
I would
swing
swing with
too.
Plumeria first
Yeah.
to see what you'd mill. Then if you mill the Micaiah, growth with the Micaiah, and then Peony buff her, and then swing, and then hope you self again, so Jill can do it.
Yeah. But it would be crazy if there's crit alliance. There actually might be.
No, but not with that.
Granted, the self sucks.
Yeah.
But
Not with the self. Unless
who knows?
Ephraim also selfs.
What if Ephraim selfs? Or
Yeah.
tens? The 10 would do it.
Yeah, Garrick or Zephiel would also do it.
Ooh.
But that is not either. Alright, Plumeria. This is only 50, so crit would hit, but will they do it? No.
No. Yeah, these mills haven't been great.
And that's a self.
To
That
some
one's
extent, it might be fine. But
Yeah. It means that Ephraim's not getting cards. But it also means so far Micaiah has not seen a Micaiah hit retreat. So
Yeah. Oh.
no hits the entire turn other than Soren crit.
That's good though. That's really good.
Yeah, now they can at least flip to deploy the Kurth.
And if the Kurth drops into Mickey swing, that would also be insane.
Yeah. Please tell me you realize you can.
Please don't pass turn.
Please tell me you realize you can Jill it. You have all these bonds.
Almost. Okay.
Look out. Okay, there we go. I don't take it until they start flipping bonds. Okay.
Swing first, see what you get.
Yeah.
No.
Are you
No,
healing
don't
a
heal.
Jill?
No, don't heal.
What are you healing?
Heal back Tiki is probably fine, but
Oh no, they
wait.
they unflipped.
Don't heal.
Oh no, they reflipped.
Please don't heal first.
Let's see what they're healing. Jill, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Why?
Watch this be a Micaiah. Watch this be a Micaiah support.
He might not even swing.
True.
He might. I don't even know if he's gonna swing.
If he wasn't swinging, I would have said put Kurth in the back. Just because that means he's more of a heal bot and less of a puncher.
I suppose, but he does kind of need the front line.
Yeah. Bonding
And
a dodge
if he
for
has
Zeph.
Jill anyway. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's legal. And then draw a card. So, no matter what, this is terrible. Erica dies. Jill clears board. Kurth clears board. Plumeria clears board just so that they can get more access to Micaiah.
It really just depends on what the rip is here.
Yeah.
That's it.
If it's anything in the front line or Micaiah, it's... Oh
yeah, it's GG. Alright, well... he had Mirabilis turn 1 and still hasn't learned his lesson.
No.
So I
Look,
think you deserve to lose this game.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah. Please play around Mira. Please.
Oh, no matter what, it was hitting a frontliner.
Oh god. 3 out of 5 too.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Probably.
I mean, if it was a dodge for that turn specifically that they were planning on grabbing, yeah. Because that would have just kept them an extra orb, because chances are they did dodge down to when they had 0 Micaiahs. And their last orb was a Micaiah, and then they just got a bunch.
So Micaiah gets to go first. On Plume, that's fine.
Yep. Plume is useless. But right into the Keat. Technically wrong ordering. Ephraim should go first in case you can double Keat, but
Ooh,
Hero Emblem.
Uh-oh. Do you have a dodge?
Yes.
Yes.
Was that
there is
their only final promo? Who knows? But this is the first time we've seen Hero really matter early. Alright.
And on a relevant turn nonetheless.
Yep. Well, that's what I mean, really matter. Hero technically activated at 1 orb, but who cares? I don't think there's a single support skill that's just like, yeah, you always want this. They're all niche, technically. Alright.
On Jill, okay.
Bridge, yep.
Moat.
Clear board. Standard Micaiah. Bonding bridge. Going into bridge, okay. There has been no main promo into retreat, so you might as well just swing. Oh, is there? Are you healing an Erica?
Wait.
Healing TS Erica. That is an option. This is why you don't do that.
Well, okay, I think that's fine as long as he actually has main promo.
All right, we're going into Shine.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I guess it's no better than no 5 cost at all, but
Right. Well, I guess mine tomorrow is actually today, because yeah.
yeah. See, I mean, if they want to play, or yeah, I'm looking at chat right now, but if they want to play now, that would actually be better for me to ghost at least. Another Mirror Bond. Unfortunate.
Yeah. At least it gives Micaiah enough punching power, since this one buffs everyone but herself. But not ideal. It's not the worst promo, but it's actually really good if you're against things that are like base 90 to 100, because it buffs up Kurth and Jill more, but that's about it.
Yeah, this is looking really grim.
Oh, yeah, into the Garrick. I think your boy's dead. Or like
Who knows?
on life
Who knows?
support.
Yeah, it's not good, but
Well, the issue with this mainly is even if you were to main promo, it's awkward on what you do on that turn. Because
Yeah.
Micaiah is just the perfect turn 3. Also, it's awkward. Look at how many cards in hand they have. They're
Yeah,
probably going to get more.
5 in hand remaining.
The good thing about this Micaiah is hand size doesn't matter for her draw skill. So why are you dodging down to low?
It could be fine if there's Zephiel.
Yeah. Like if you're that afraid of the Zephiel, yeah, do it. But like, how many Micaiahs did you have, man?
Well, please tell me you have another
Oh,
one.
please. Oh, you didn't save it for the encouragement. Bro, you didn't have main promo, and then you used all your dodges when there's heroes and encouragements floating around? Getting punished. Ouch. Alright, so let's see what Cinnamon can do to clear board. Bonding Tiki. They have yet to use Tiki this entire game. Tiki's even more
True.
valuable now that you're using Shine. Because this is a flip 4 turn if you'd use everything, which is absolutely terrifying. And I don't think it would actually be worth it to flip to use all 4 skills.
Yeah, at least Shine is active.
Yep. Alright, clearing Garrick. Actually using Jill for this, so not bad. If they're going to get Micaiah to run.
I don't think that they should grow, though. I don't think it would be worth it.
No, growthing here is never worth it with Jill skill.
Yeah.
It doesn't draw you one, and growthing is a cost. Despite what people say, growthing is a cost because they've probably never played Shine Micaiah.
Mm-hmm.
You run out of Micaiahs too fast. Fey dodge.
Dodge.
It does keep a Fey or a Mur on board.
Yeah, I think that's a fine play.
Yeah. Especially if they had another one.
The card positioning suggests that there's another one. Okay, never mind.
Curfew?
And I imagine he grabs main promo.
Yes, main promo should be the only one that would make sense. Yep.
Cool. Well, let's see if he's able to fit it into his next turn. It's not going to be great, but...
Yeah, because you only have
plays.
You only have 3 actual deployment points if you do go main promo, which leaves you with Plumeria.
And Plume wouldn't be bad if he's playing a bunch of 1 costs, but
yeah,
the TS Erica gets dropped, so that's actually horrible.
Plume is still not bad because Mur is still on the board. It's just not as good as anything else you normally want to deploy.
Just the turn after is probably going to suck because I expect Zephiel to be dropped, and then Mirabilis already got bonded, so there's just no protection at all.
Yeah. Alright, Kurth still plus 20.
Yeah.
There you go. This is why I don't use clear, and I just make a box that selects everyone and then hit my F2 key, which minuses everything that I selected. It's very good when like Shine turns on or off. Okay, clearing board.
Ooh, Lilina.
Lilina's good if this hits.
Bad.
And it does hit. Okay. Rouxiferre showing how to play purple. Because that's an encouragement and a Lilina draw so far for just supports off top deck.
True.
And this hits. And then we get the Mana Keep versus Micaiah into a hero.
Oh, the hero emblem.
Do they dodge with main promo? Oh,
okay, they have another. Which helps, considering the fact that if you expect Zephiel to be dropped next turn, then you're filtering your hand out of Kaya's, but... This is not good, because...
No, because in this turn, at max, they're pretty much killing one thing. You have to attack the Mur. Mur is your best attack target. That's not what you want to be doing on turn, 6. Turn 6 is usually not for Micaiah killing Mur.
They grow.
Yep. Peony into Mur and just hope it selfs is my suggestion, but that's not good. Okay. Yeah, buff into Mur. If Mur has a dodge, this is not looking great.
Mickey's probably dead, guys. Oh, that's so bad. Wait, he actually needed that.
What was that? Oh, that was a Yoon.
Yune.
That was your way.
That was like...
What?
Yeah, that was fucking horrible.
I would... no, I would have said Yune is almost better than promoing. Yune would have cleared Yune would have cleared Erica, cleared Myrrh, and at least plus 30 to you.
Yeah.
And it would have gotten you another bond, so next turn you promo and deploy a 4 cost. That was probably your best play. Main promoing there was a mistake if you had that Yune already. Encourage... Oh, they got encouragemented again. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, Erica is likely dead here.
You mean Micaiah?
Oh, yeah. Micaiah. Yes.
Nerd emoji type shit.
Look,
My
it's
bad.
it's 1:30 a.m. I'm allowed to have a brain fart. So did Micaiah get a second Yune?
I truly hope so. But it's probably over, guys.
Oh yeah, even if they Yune, they can still die. And if they don't Yune, they're just... You're not clearing this board.
Yeah, this has been an extremely good game 3 for Ephraim, especially in terms of supporting, and then a pretty terrible game 3 for Micaiah. But as I've said the entire set, all of this could have been prevented if you just played around Mirabilis, considering the fact that it would just prevent the rips and everything gets dropped, and if nothing actually gets ripped, then you actually keep the Yune in the hand, and yeah. This is, hopefully, I hope you VOD review this.
Yeah, Yuna's just so much of a better idea. It just clears board, buffs you up defensively, lets you able to kill that thing that you tried to. But, well, they dodged, but... Anyway, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Alright, we got a Jill... Mira! It's
no
a miracle!
Way. Even though it got bonded on turn 4.
Okay. If you had Moralibus, you also could have deployed it when you class changed Mickey. Saved yourself from Zephyr. I'm going to assume that it wasn't there on that one. Oh, your hand is that bad? That you're tapping Moralibus?
Oh, wait, no.
To get rid
Don't do that right now.
Too late.
Oh, dude, that's horrible ordering.
They don't know. Yeah, because the reason why it's terrible ordering is you can Mickey draw and then Jill attack, but your attack will reset mid-Jill swing. Meaning that you cannot draw 2 with Micaiah's second skill.
Yeah, you can't get this draw 2 off now. That was actually horrible ordering.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they realize it. Or, well, they might not, but...
They might. Or if they even know that their deck size is this low.
I don't think they've been counting deck.
I don't think so either, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because they can't even just go for game here. They just straight up don't even have enough swings to end the game. If all of these are hit. And, okay, you at least get rid of the Zephyr. He wasn't... the hugest threat, but
no Curthio.
okay, Micaiah draw. Deck reset.
Flying? Let's go. I mean, they get pulled anyway, but it still forces them to flip a bond.
Yeah, it means that they're spending a resource, which is never a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Okay, we should probably stop
Email to
talking
Mickey.
about Legends of Runeterra.
Yeah, we probably should.
It happens. Alright. Decent clear board. Got rid of Zephiel, got rid of one of the Keats. You ran, which means that they're going to have to flip a resource to pull you. So that means Zephiel and Garrick are both not going to be as threatening. Unless they just get that raw top deck Eliwood, you're in a pretty good spot. Actually, do they? Is Eliwood 13 in here? Pretty sure.
That's a good question. I actually don't.
Yeah, I actually don't think it is now.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Oh, Mer 3. That's
It is buffed.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
And it stays buffed after grabbing a bond. So that is really gonna hurt. That is 4 solid swings. To be fair, this attack was always gonna hit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
there's the
Oh,
Eliwood.
wait, there is Eliwood.
Push them. Push the Jill. Push the Jill. There you go.
There we go.
Good choice, Roxy. Roxy? You know, I feel like I've been changing your name every time I say it, so whether I see the I or not. Rox or Roxy. One day you'll probably just tell me how to actually say it. But yeah, there's a Micaiah getting hit because she selfed. Granted, this attack was guaranteed to hit no matter what. Every other attack can miss.
Yep.
Ephraim definitely deserves the win for this so far. So
True. Should have pulled Mira. Grabbing
Erica crit.
Erica crit. I think that's fine.
I would have said
If
the
you're
Myrrh.
going for lethal, I
Yeah.
think that's fine.
I would have said Myrrh is better, or Faye, but if you don't have Faye, Erica's the next best option, just because it's the next most likely to hit, or need it.
Good game.
And there it goes, the Micaiah is done. Can't
All
dodge
right,
take
well,
away
that's
forever.
the set. Congrats to the Ephraim player. Sorry,
You don't want to try
I
rouxiferre?
don't. I will probably pronounce it wrong. I don't want to try butchering the name, but
Coward.
shout out to you, big dog. You did. I think the Ephraim player played pretty well. For what it's worth, I think. Respectfully, I don't think there's many decisions, or like huge decisions that you can make in Ephraim. I think it's a very straightforward deck. in terms of the fact that like you don't need to do as much sequencing as Micaiah does, but nevertheless, I think at least pushing, like at least at the end of the game when they used Eliwood to push the Jill, I think not as many people would actually play around that as much. So I think for what it's worth, they did fine. And we've done a lot of Micaiah analysis this game, and nevertheless, shout out to both these players.
All right, and with that, I hit end recording.